It was a cold Friday night in November, and we had just loaded the band bus to travel back to Thomasville after a football game. I had been coughing all night and was glad to have made it through the halftime show. I knew it was going to be a long ride home on the bus. As we started the trip home, I began to cough uncontrollably. The bus was very loud, so no one really heard me. My chest began to tighten, and I realized I could not speak. My friend Courtney was sitting beside me. I began to grab her arm because I knew what was happening. My hands were sweaty, and Courtney knew immediately that I was in trouble. She ran to the front of the bus to get help and probably saved my life. Fortunately, Courtney knew the symptoms of an asthma attack and was able to get help for me. Yes, I have asthma, and I have experienced several asthma attacks during my life. Asthma can be life-threatening, so I want to talk about 4 major symptoms of an asthma attack in case you are ever in a position with a friend, loved one, or acquaintance where seconds will matter. These 4 major symptoms are early warning signs, a persistent cough, breathing difficulties, and blue or gray fingernails or lips. Asthma is a chronic long-term lung disease. People with asthma experience certain symptoms that are listed here. The airways tighten, inflame, or fill with mucus. Muscles around the airways tighten, and the airway linings swell. Excess mucus secretion is produced in the airways and can block the air tubes in the lungs, as you can see here. 2 experts in the field, Dr. Brunilda Nazario, the health expert for Women's Health magazine, and Dr. Jonathan Gelfand, a pulmonologist and reviewer for Physicians Review Network, have identified several indications of a pending asthma attack. These are early warning signs, a persistent cough, breathing difficulties, and blue lips or fingernails. First, there are some early warning signs of an asthma attack. A person may 1. Have signs of a cold, like sneezing, runny nose, cough, nasal congestion, sore throat, and headache. 2. They may act very tired or weak because they have trouble sleeping. 3. They may become grouchy or moody. 4. They may not be able to talk in complete sentences. And 5. They may tend to use their inhaler more than usual. Second, a person may have a persistent cough. The cough may be dry and hacking. The cough may first appear after a cold or an upper respiratory tract infection. The cough may also start as a tickle in the throat. In some people with asthma, laughing or exercise triggers coughing. Other people cough at night while others cough at any time of day without a trigger. Coughing due to asthma usually does not respond to cough suppressants, antibiotics, or cough drops, but only to asthma medications. Third, a person will have breathing difficulties before and during an asthma attack. You might notice symptoms of wheezing at first, but as the attacks progress, there is more chest tightness and shortness of breath. This can progress to a feeling of not being able to get enough air. The person will begin to sweat because they are struggling to get air. The effort to breathe may cause someone to lean forward. Eventually, the shoulders will be hunched. The posture will become more strained as the breathing difficulties increase. When it's hard to breathe, the tissue in the chest and neck may sink in with each breath. This is called retraction. Retractions indicate that not enough air is getting into the lungs and are signs of a medical emergency. Call 911 immediately. Fourth, a person's lips and fingernails may turn blue or gray. Blue or gray lips or fingernails are a sign of insufficient oxygen in the blood. The condition is called cyanosis. Cyanosis indicates an emergency situation. Call 911 as soon as possible. You can see that an asthma attack can quickly become serious if not treated promptly and properly. By knowing the early warning signs of an asthma attack, being aware of a person's persistent cough, breathing difficulties, and blue or gray lips and fingernails can help you to save the life of a loved one, friend, or acquaintance. My friend Courtney knew that I was having an asthma attack that Friday, and her quick action saved my life. That is something that I will never forget. Know the signs of an asthma attack and save a life. Thank you.